So if you could ask your favorite pro skater to help you with any trick, what trick would you ask him about? Recently I slid into Dane Burman's DMs on Instagram and asked him if he would be down to teach us a trick. Surprisingly, he got back to me pretty quick and said he was down, and the trick I decided to ask him about was frontside tail slides. So today we are going to be learning how to frontside tail slide from professional skateboarder Dane Burman. I've made a few videos trying to learn this trick. Each time has been a struggle, but this led to me asking some very specific questions to Dane Burman so that he could give me a very specific answer on the things that are preventing me from doing a frontside tail slide. So what tips did Dane Burman give us on the frontside tail slides? I'll put the conversation on the screen as I read it. So first, here's the question that I asked him. I sent him a clip of him doing a frontside tail slide, and I asked, so when I get into front tails, they slide a few inches at best and then pop out. You can really sit on them. I know I need to sit all my weight on my back foot to hold the slide, but is there something different that you do when approaching the ledge for front tails that helps you to hold them? And anything you'd recommend practicing first? Then Dane said, I try to be very deliberate with my shoulders and ollie in with the intention of coming out forward. Then once I'm sliding, I can decide how I want to come out and have more control. I also slide with just hose on the tail of the board and heel hanging off. That way, if it feels like it's gonna slip back, my heel is ready to catch me like a brake. Then to just get some clarification, I asked, by deliberate, do you mean like exaggerating the motion a little, like whipping the shoulders? If I can already front lip, how would you explain moving from front lip to front tail? What stays the same and what changes? Also, when I make this video, is there anything I can shout out for you? I've only got 10K subs, but if there's some way I can repay the favor, I'd love to. Homeboy says he does not need anything, just doing it for the love. Thank you so much, Dane Burman. Everybody, go follow Dane Burman right here. True homie for hooking us up. As far as front lips to front tails, the difference is the leading leg and where your head is, I suppose. Front lip, I stay in my front leg and turn the back leg over the rail. Front tail, obviously, you put it all in the tail. And by deliberate, I don't mean over exaggerated. I just mean pay attention more to the shoulder staying straight and not swinging around like a 180. Just twist into the tail slide with your hips. And one more thing that I noticed watching Dane Burman's tail slides is notice how his front wheels are higher than his back wheels. This means that he's lifting his front leg up, kind of like a sideways 5-0, to take all of the pressure off of the front of the board, allowing all of his weight to push down on his back foot. The three things we need to remember is just to keep the leading shoulder in front, hang the heel off the back foot, and take pressure off of the front foot to actually sit on the tail slide. It sounds simple, but my track record with this trick is not great. So let's go to the skate park, get warmed up on the ledges, and then see if we can finally tackle the frontside tail slide today. So I've pretty much just been skating the ledges to warm up because I want to get in the mindset of doing ledge tricks. I did notice doing those half cab nose slides, I was hanging my heel off like Dane Burman recommends for the front tail. So I can already verify that that tip is most likely gonna work. So now it really just comes down to keeping the shoulders parallel with the ledge, keeping your front shoulder in front, back shoulder in back, and then whipping my hips and trying to just hold that sucker. So see if we can get some good tail slides. Whew. Well, that was honestly pretty disappointing. I got a couple tail slides. Leave in the comments below if you saw my last videos, if you think those tail slides are better than the ones I did before. I think they're a slight improvement. I think the biggest takeaway for me, as far as what Dane Burman had to say, was hanging your heel off. I really have a tendency to get my whole foot on the tail, and it just makes it so sketchy. There's just no good way to bail if you slide out, but if your heel is there, you're a lot safer. One thing that I did do was I just kind of pushed the tail slide, like almost like a no comply tail slide or something. Like I was just like, had my back foot in tail slide position on the curb and was just like pushing it along. I feel like that did help me to be like more comfortable sitting on the tail. But the main thing that really helped it click was the same thing that helped me with front Smiths the other day. You kind of roll up with your head over the back bolts, like your weight is already back, and then you pretty much just like ollie and try and get your truck up. That's what I was thinking about when I was able to get the somewhat countable ones on the red ledge. Overall though, this is just like a really uncomfortable trick for me, but it makes sense because front 5-0s are kind of like the first half of this motion, and I'm really uncomfortable with front 5-0s. Something about leaning over the back truck going front side scares me, but going backside I have no problem. Like I honestly think that I could probably learn back Smiths faster than I could learn front Smiths. Just the body position makes sense to me. Anyways, this is the first session in a while that I've just been so gassed. Like jumping up to that ledge takes a lot out of you, and if I were to do it again, I probably wouldn't warm up with ledge skating. Like I would do some ledge warm-ups, but like I was trying front crooks for a while and I was trying to get a good half cab nose. Like I was trying to push my ledge skating with other tricks in the same session that I was trying to learn frontside tail slides, and I think that took away a little bit of my leg strength and my springiness, which I think did me no favors when I was trying to learn the trick. But overall, I think I've got a much better understanding of this trick now, but I've got to start doing it like every session. Try and get one front tail every session, just like I'm doing with the tray flips every session. Gotta force myself to do the trick, because it's like the inconsistency with it, I feel like, is the main thing holding me back, because it's so awkward and I don't like trying front tails. Ultimately is the reason that I don't do them and I don't get better. So I just need to accept the awkwardness, not worry about it, and just do more of them. Anyways, I definitely over skated today. I just stayed skating for way too long and now I'm just gassed. I was skating terribly, chipped my board, just put me in a bad mood, and it's like I should have just left a half hour ago, just called it. But hopefully you guys still got something out of it. So make every single day a Friday, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.